Hello, and we are live with the UnderWorld Sub 4K tournament, and we will
Hello.
start the brackets anytime now. And today I have Bratty Fungus with me.
Hi.
Hello, Bratty. And we have started the tournament. And I will inform everyone that it's live. And we should get going shortly, I hope. Normally takes about a minute or something.
I just need to wait for the first two people. No clue
Yeah,
who they are, but
we can jump onto anyone at this point. And we'll see how it goes. Nick 10 has a wrong opponent. You're making some noise there.
yeah, no, I've whacked my keyboard.
Let's see if they start. I guess we will see a lot of bait decks. What else will we see? What's popular right now?
There's a lot of people that I've seen in the UnderWorld decks using like decks that I've like never seen before.
Yeah, especially lower. There's a lot of wacky decks.
Yeah, there was a
So
Balloon Rage one in Underminers. I'm not sure who it was, but there's some.
yeah,
It might be here.
there's a balloon freeze one as well. So
Yeah, I remember when 2v2 first came out. I was in Arena 6. My deck was It was
let's get into the first game.
oh yeah, it was Elite Barb Freeze.
Elite Barb Freeze. Yeah,
I know.
I, I have a member in the clan who's running Elite Barb's Heal. That cycle deck, a really strange
That would
one.
work well.
Yeah, it takes everyone by surprise. So that's a lot of air units. So I guess Nick 10 perhaps is playing the Hog P.E.K.K.A.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like it, and we have a minor poison on the other side. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of air units in the minor deck. Minions, minion horde,
Unless it's a Lava
and
Hound deck,
bats.
maybe.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like it otherwise. I mean, do
I
you
know.
really
Not.
run?
They don't normally have minions. Minion hot. Oh,
But it's a balloon, so perhaps it's the balloon deck. We've seen this played some
yeah.
minor balloon
It looks
without a
really
lot.
random.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
just
quite
got shot off.
yeah, it's quite effective actually. So that even has a Mega Knight in it.
Yeah, this is like just.
This is a little bit of everything. Yeah, we spoke about the weird decks, and I guess we caught one right away.
Oh, that's good. Oh, not for one. Not for Nick.
All right. Let's see if he can adapt. I assumed he would have a pickup, but didn't have the elixir
Nope.
for it this time, I guess. Let's see. You don't want to fireball instead of using a P.E.K.K.A.
Nick 10's not used his full deck yet already.
No, I guess we've already seen all these spells, but I expected a P.E.K.K.A, but we still haven't seen one.
Unless he's having 3, which I
Yeah,
doubt.
unlikely in this type of deck, I think.
Unless he's using a 4 spell deck.
Oh wow, the P.E.K.K.A was severely misplaced there. He eats a hit and a second hit. Yeah, that tower is more or less
That
down
was,
as well.
yeah. I think Gravity might have won this.
As long
30
as he can
seconds to
stop
get
the
2
P.E.K.K.A,
towers.
yeah, as long as he can stop the P.E.K.K.A, he's fine.
Pekka's the only thing that can. Nope. Yeah. He's got a lot of minions and bats and more minions.
Yeah, and a miner's distraction even.
Mhm.
So I guess he can stop the hog here. That won't do anything.
Yeah, and the Mega Knight, obviously. So.
And he doesn't have the elixir to drop a P.E.K.K.A. Or will he have enough time?
Yeah.
Oh, he
Well,
will!
oh no.
But the balloon, he has no counter for the balloon. That's game.
Yeah. What? Okay, so that's gravity for the next one thingy.
Alright, let's see.
Someone just said who's commented in the chat, so I just said me.
Yeah, we only have a few games starting. Could you move your keyboard a little bit further away from the microphone or something? I'm picking up everything. And let's get into the same series and see if it comes out differently. Nick 10 was the finalist in the first one of these sub 4K ones, so I expect him to bounce back from this.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
hopefully.
Yeah, I think the deck took him a little bit by surprise.
I just played the URL on my computer, and I'm also using the computer for Discord, so I had my voice. I was like, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
Because I thought it was coming from the thing, so I was like, "Who else is doing this?"
Yeah, that's a little bit confusing. All right. Yeah, we see the same decks, I would guess. So he didn't adapt at all.
Yeah, he's just gonna try again. Well, he might have changed something, but not
Yeah,
really.
probably not.
Doesn't look like it
I think
anyway.
his deck should be fine against this. Really, it just caught him by surprise. Yeah, that stopped there, and that's a sap. Still shouldn't take any real damage here. No, it'll take a hit or so, but minimal damage. But it's the balloon. Let's see if he actually drops it here. Yes, he does. Let's see how we deal with it this time. He
Yeah,
completely
still,
failed to deal
I
it.
think he
Yeah,
probably should have learned. Oh,
uh,
yes, nice,
you should
well
have placed a
played.
little bit closer, with the Mega Minion. But oh, that's gonna be damage. A lot of damage. One minion survives, but it really doesn't matter that
Yes,
much.
650. That's well played for a hog.
Yeah,
Athlete hog a lot.
that's the dream, right? To get that much damage in one hog. Doesn't happen often.
I remember I was dropping for no apparent reason, and then you could take a tower with just a hog alone.
Yes.
It just
If it's over leveled enough, it will kill everything. So the P.E.K.K.A
it
drop is
literally
kind of weird there because you know he has a Mega Knight, so do you really want to force it with a P.E.K.K.A? With all the
yeah.
air troops, you won't be able to get through it. I
Oh
think offensive
yeah,
P.E.K.K.A.s in this matchup, terrible.
he just jumped over the log. I think.
Yeah, he did. That almost cost him a tower. And this is gonna cost him a tower.
Yeah, it's
The P.E.K.K.A drop
gravity.
might have just lost him the game. If he can sap
Mhm.
these bats here, that's probably game. Nope, no sap.
Nope.
Probably didn't have it. I haven't actually kept track.
Nope. Neither.
He doesn't have any spells though. So
Except from Zap, which
yeah, but
this will
he
be
won't be able to
close.
cycle. That's fireball range, right? Yep.
Yeah.
I got a little bit too close. He had it in the bag and then he almost threw it away with the P.E.K.K.A drop. He should have cycled the sap or something. So that's 1-1.
Yep.
Let me see who's Shrek is playing against. Shrek is playing against
Which one am I supposed to be
Rick
spectating?
Johnson. We should spectate Nick 10 and Gravity since it's a best of 3 series. So let's just stick to
Yeah.
the series. And let's see. So there's a little bit confusion. I don't have my usual admin with me today, so I'm trying to do everything at once, which might get tricky.
Nick, I'm sorry, I've got to go. This is annoying.
All right, so I guess I'm alone for
Sorry.
today.
Yep.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, so I guess it's just me then. We'll see how this goes. So this is a best of three. Apparently the player didn't even realize the tournament has started, so that's interesting. Uh, he still won one game though, so can't really complain about that. So let's see here. So he's yeah, he's switched the deck for sure. And what's that? I don't actually know what he's playing. So Nick 10 is playing a bait variation. I don't know which, and it's a minor poison on the other side. I don't think it's gonna be a balloon this time, but we'll see. Unfortunately, I do not seem to be able to find a co-host for today, so I have to make do with just me. So it's a bait Pekka. That's not something you see too often. Lots of bait decks running around, but not this variation. Yeah, he has the Inferno Tower, and there goes the sap. I don't think he will break through anyway. That was dealt with nicely. So I don't actually know who's the favorite here. The Pekka is pretty much useless, I guess. Unless it's to block a miner, but if you guess wrong, that's pretty much a bad drop. So I guess we'll give the edge to the miner deck, especially if he has poison. And there is just one card left, so let's assume that's poison. It could be a rocket or something strange as well, I guess. But if it's poison, he definitely has an edge. Easily deal with the bandit there, no support. And log time. Pre-drop the Inferno Tower, use the cycle, and there's the poison. And he guessed the wrong side with the Pekka, so it did absolutely nothing. So as long as the miner deck can actually hold off the Pekka, he should be fine. I expect him to succeed with that. Ooh, that's pricey. Oh, there's another Pekka. This could be dicey. Let's see how it goes. Oh, yeah, good interception with the knight. That was really key. The sap is really ruining everything there. But it still didn't reach. Well defended. So it looks to be a long game. The bandit did fairly well against the tower, but ultimately waste. He has logged, so no damage. He just keeps chipping away and doesn't take any damage in return at all. So that looks very solid. So it looks like he's just losing, but quite slowly. And let's see, here he's skipped to defend and just opted to attack instead. But since the log was in rotation, it was pretty much pointless. Had the log been out of rotation, that would have been an excellent play, but it wasn't. So he gets right with Pekka, dropping the miner at the same spot over and over again. All he needs to do is cycle to the poison, and until then he just needs to defend. So as long as he can defend this long enough for the poison to kill the tower, it is over. And there's a poison. So that's Gravity winning the series. Gravity 2-1. And let's see if I need to admin some. This might not be the best stream today, but I'll do what I can with the circumstances being what they are. Alright. I'll just wait. Okay, I'll just give him the win then. And that there. Let's jump into a game then, I think. Let's see what we have here. It's not a bait, a classic bait this time, no shenanigans. And we see a Pekka Hog deck, I would assume. So the normal version runs Lightning. The last one we saw had Fireball. I expect a Pekka and a Lightning to be the last two cards. And it's gonna be an Inferno Tower and a Rocket on the other side. That would account for all the cards. The Sap makes it so the Hog makes one hit. That's quite solid. And let's see how he deals with this. The bats, but... Huh. The princess actually survives with no HP. And has to sap that. That's not something you want to do. That's a costly princess. And there goes the Wiz. Probably not the best place to drop it either. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yeah. He's really missing the log versus this deck. And you have to play it very carefully. It's hard to not take damage with the barrels. And has he given up? No, he just floated anyway. Probably didn't know what to play. It looks fairly stable. With 30 seconds left, there is pretty much no way to win this for Tucson. I'm guessing this is the second or third game. So the series might very well be over with this. We shall see. Andrew wins the game at least. And I probably need to Albin somewhere. Yeah, it was solid play from Andrew. No easy way to defend for Tucson. Let's see here. Tomas has won, I think. So it's Protopical versus Sane as well. Let's see if they've played already. It looks like they have. Wow, so Sane lost to Top Jewel, and that means that both our first place and second place from the first tournament is actually out. Because that was Nick 10 versus Sane in the finals, and they both lost in the first round. Let's jump into Tucson versus Andrew again. Missed the opening. So minor poison really does quite well against the bait tech. So Tucson definitely has the deck advantage. It's still possible to lose, but it's basically rock to scissors. About even in damage so far, and he used the log to defend there instead of... Oh wow! He mistimed the Ewis a little bit there. 2 princesses on the board. He's doing some chip damage. So he doesn't save the log for the barrel. He uses the Ewis for the barrel instead. Let's see how that works for him. He's actually behind in damage so far. Yeah, he's eating more and more damage. It looks like he's slowly just losing. So he once again he opts to log the princess instead of, say, poison it. But he connects quite well with the knight there. So the lead shifts, taking some damage here. Let's see if he logs this. He does not. He ends up logging anyway and hits the princess. Yeah, it looks like he has regained the lead. He should be able to win from here. As long as he can mitigate these damage. Oh, this could be interesting. Yeah, the log reaches. And that should be game. Oh, he guessed right, but it wasn't enough anyway. The wizard connected. And I don't think there's time to win from here, is there? Nope. So the favored deck wins. Let's see how the bracket looks now. We have no, there's a third game. Let's jump into that and see how that goes. It looks like both stay on the same deck, perhaps. Yep, and there's the poison I was talking about earlier. Taking out the princess, making space for the barrel. And there goes the log. That's more like the rotation you actually want to have instead of using the log for the princess. It's hard to stop the barrel damage that way. That looks solid. So right away the bait deck is behind. Doesn't even let the spirit do the 100 extra damage for 1 elixir. There's another poison. And there should be a log here, yes. Yes. Oh, that's a lot of value. That's not what you want to happen. If you know he has log, you shouldn't place anything behind the barrel as well. That's just too costly. Yeah, that's a lot and lot of damage. If you can poison on top of that too for the princess. Let's see if he opts to do that. Yeah, he does. That's basically a tower. He can kill that whenever he wants to. And he makes the same mistake again. And has his Goblin Gang plus barrel for 1 log. That's not something you want to do.
I'm back.
Are you back? I'm in the Andrew versus 2 song game. It's pretty much over though. There's 1 minute left to play.
I'll be back for a little bit, not a while.
Alright.
Maybe like 20 minutes. I don't know.
We'll see. You're a bit lower than you were earlier.
Well, I got told I had to do some work on my room, so a friend did, and probably rushed it and ruined it, so...
We'll see. Alright. This
Well,
game
look
is
at this
over.
clan and see how inactive it'll be. It looks, anyway.
Yeah, it's just a formality for Andrew to lose this. It's a slow losing,
Yep.
but 10 seconds more, and then we're off to the next game series.
I think I might have clicked on the wrong beta. Yeah.
Well, I'm done with mine anyway, so we'll see. It should be
I got to see 1 second.
Tucson versus
Oh.
Shrek. You're scratching the mic or something.
I keep on spinning it around by accident.
Oh, not. Let's see you.
I probably could have done this, but I probably if I got to the final, I probably wouldn't have been able to do it. So
Yeah.
I can't risk it.
Now let's see here. Shrek versus Tucson. Thomas versus Irish. But it's gonna be Shrek. Let's go with Shrek. I think. Thomas has already played one, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully Tucson will accept
Slowly
soon.
wait for someone to challenge.
Yes. Let's see if he accepts this time.
1 minute.
Yeah,
1 minute.
that's from Bagat, but
At
that's for
least
the
it's not an hour.
topical, top duel.
Two's gone
Uh,
online. Or is he in a battle or something?
I don't know.
No.
We'll see.
Why do 2 URL 3s people? There's a member and then there's a leader.
Yeah, I actually don't know. The second account isn't mine. I think that might be Former's account, I'm guessing. He usually admins for me. Oh, now we're live.
He's played it.
Tucson versus Shrek. Let's see how this goes. Tucson has had some success with the minor poison. And we'll see if he changes it up or if he just plays it straight again. And Shrek, you're really scratching the mic all the time. Don't know what you're doing. And there's a fireball. So Shrek perhaps is... I don't know what Shrek is playing. Is he playing the... minor fireball. Huh. Is that the balloon miner, perhaps?
Yeah. It looks like it could have got...
Yeah, you're doing something with your mic. It's scratching a lot.
I have no clue what's happening.
We'll see how this goes. That's a mini P.E.K.K.A. He guessed correctly from the miner. That was a good trade for him. He's pushing both lanes now. I don't
just got a shot.
don't know what the deck is really. Yeah, mini P.E.K.K.A got one hit.
And that did almost more damage than the other push.
Yes, it definitely did. Yeah, I don't know what the last card is. Is it a balloon? Or yep. There's the answer.
He was watching it and answering.
Yeah.
Is it the balloon? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is a balloon. If it hadn't been a balloon, I would have been clueless. So it was good that it was a balloon. Yeah. This looks very hard to win.
Made sense was a Bandit, maybe.
Yeah, with miners, the only win condition, yeah, possibly.
That's a good push.
Yep. Even if he defends this,
Minipeka's gonna
which
get
he
2 hits.
won't, he's just
3.
gonna lose.
And he's got another, yeah. That's game to shred.
Even if he had defended it, his deck doesn't have the pushing power to take a 1600 health tower
Yeah.
in 30 seconds. That's not happening. Oh, he's gonna 3 crown. Yep.
Just sort of gave up there. I just
Yeah,
realised that
if it was
like,
over, he might as well have given up there.
more people are spectating the videos than they are watching the stream.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Not always. When we do the open, we normally have quite a following on the stream, but otherwise we don't.
Yeah, because everyone, like as it's not as big as the open.
Now these players are generally not as skilled as the one we have in the open.
Yeah.
Uh, these are for the players who are still learning
Mm-hmm.
or in early stages of their Clash career.
I've just been. I
So
think I've been playing for a
goblins.
year and a bit now.
What did you say?
A year and a bit I've been playing.
A year and a bit. Yeah, I have not played that long yet.
But then I
That's
took a like
a
3 month break.
lot of damage.
Uh-huh.
Aye, aye, aye,
Wow.
that's gonna be a tower.
Maybe. Unless he's got Zap.
And it
Nope.
doesn't seem
Yeah.
like it does.
Good game.
Yeah, it's basically a good game from there. I mean, what can you do? I guess you have to build a slow push now and hopefully take a tower. Um, yeah, it would be hard though. Oh, it's a
I
bowler
thought he
version.
placed it out of range there. That's literally all you can do. But you need to get might. Oh.
Yeah,
Place the skeletons in the place.
that's a lot of damage as well. Yeah, I don't see him coming back from this one.
No.
There isn't enough
Unless
time.
his next cards are.
Yeah, he needs to build a really solid, strong push to take a tower right about now. I don't think
Yeah.
he can rely on his last push. He has to do significant damage with this one. But there's no support. He won't
Nope.
be doing anything with this.
Look at the
Uh,
Mega Knight.
a
I
half
mean the Mega.
a half dead
Mega
knight
Knight, that's the
tanking
word.
and a naked graveyard. That's not gonna do it. Yeah, it's a good knight to
Export really
distract. He
really
missed
good
the
now.
knight. He missed the Ewis there. He hit the knight instead. Guess that worked out somewhat.
Expo suddenly turned into a card that you don't get like laughed at for using.
Now, Expo has kind of been viable for quite some time. It's just been very high skilled card. Uh,
Yeah, if you're like Arena 6 or something, then you get like when they play the Expo, you like just giant it, and then you got like nothing to do because you don't remember to save elixirs.
yes.
You
And
just do naked
giant
Expo.
decks are normally pretty good against Expo because it's a tank that's somewhat cyclable.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can just cycle the Expo faster than the tank deck normally. But what you have seen
I
a
used
little,
to never be
what
able.
you see somewhat now is at least mortar decks.
Yeah, I've got to
Mortar
go
decks
now again.
wasn't used to be played at all for a while there.
I've got to go again. You're gonna be left alone again.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye bye. All right. So we'll see if we can catch another series. So Tucson got booted out of the tournament by Shrek. Solid 2-0 play. Let's see if we can catch the first semi-finals here. Otherwise, it looks like everyone is actually playing as they're supposed to. Is that the first of the Thomas Irish? Nope, it is not. We haven't seen those play at all so far, so it will be interesting to see what they field. Hopefully it will be something other than bait or minor poison, because that's something we see all the time. It's interesting how the meta kind of just reverted to those two. You used to see them quite a lot a while back, and then they somewhat got pushed out of the meta, and now they're back with a vengeance. I guess the minor poison always works as long as bait is in there as well, since it's a good counter. So we'll see how this goes. Both are waiting. Nothing is placed. Oh, there's the bait. And there's the rocket. So it's a pump deck. So what can we expect from that? And the Goblin Gang. So probably 3 Muskies. Guessing. We'll see. Could be other tank decks as well. But with Goblin Gang and Bandit, it's normally 3 Muskies that we see. I would be surprised if it was something else. And the Sap as well. Everything is consistent with the 3 Muskies deck. Oh, the Knight does some decent damage. And there's the Ram and the Miner, and the last card should be 3 Muskies. Let's see how much he managed to do in this push. Oh, that's quite some damage. Didn't quite equalize, but I guess the 3 Muskies deck should have an edge later on. So he's at a good point. The problem here is that the pump is just gonna get rocketed, so he can't rely on that at all. And he's basically just cycling the rocket for him, otherwise that just sits there as a dead card. I guess the upside is if he rockets the pump, there he can't rocket the 3 muskies. So he could push it in the same lane if he likes to. Let's see if we see a placement. Yeah, he splits. He probably should just eat that damage, and he does. And there's the rocket, and it's gonna hit both of them. Normally, when you split the 3 muskies late game like that, and you know he has a rocket, you don't split the 2 on the side where your tower is already hurt, because that rocket will hurt a lot. And now he's within rocket plus log range, so he really needs to do something here. Let's see if he can successfully push some damage on the left side. He's gonna eat the barrel. He can kill that whenever he wants, but look at the damage by the Ram and the Muskie. Wow, good comeback. Right when it was needed. And so we'll see if either of them adapts. Probably not. Just gonna be straight played, perhaps. Or is the bait player actually gonna change? Is both of them gonna change? Normally you want to stay somewhat unpredictable, but sometimes the most unpredictable is to stay on the same deck. And there we see a bait. And that's different. Oh, it's not a bait. Well, it still can be a bait, but it's the hog version if so. Could also just be a hog princess. I like seeing that one played. That's a fun one. And we see the hog Pekka on the other side, yeah. And it's a hog princess mini Pekka. We see that one every now and then, but not that much. It's a fun deck though. So hog versus hog. And there's the Pekka and the Sap. Just eats one hit. Let's see if he takes the Pekka for a walk here or how he opts to deal with it. He does not take it for a walk, he just front tanks it instead. It's gonna eat some goblin damage, but it's not too bad. And the mini Pekka and an Ice Spirit cleans up the Pekka. Oh, the princess there was clutch indeed. That's a lot of damage. The Ice Golem wasn't placed early enough to tank for the bats. Let's see if he can deal with this. Yes, he opts to eat a hit. But it wasn't too bad, because the princess killed the tower in the meantime. Yeah, so far it looks really steady for Bagat. The Hog Pekka hasn't really succeeded to do any substantial damage at all, so that's a good Ice Golem to clean up the bats. He just needs to be able to deal with this Pekka and he should be fine. Oh, and there he has a rocket as well. Let's see how he deals with this. That looks like it's perfectly defended. He just eats one hit. That doesn't matter at all. Excellent play. It's very pretty. Yeah. And that's is even a 2-0 victory. That was exceedingly well played. So it's 1-1. I actually had to look. I tend to forget. So let's see if the boats switch again. If we see a third deck of each, from each. So now we see the Ice Golem on the other side. So we see a Knight and a Mega Knight. Not a Mega Knight, Mega Minion. There's two Mega things now. Ah, it's a balloon deck. Guess that's minor something. Minor poison. It's a Mega hit. Yeah, the top deck should be a minor poison, I think, with the bandit. Let's see if we can get the charge off. Nope. Bandit versus bandit. No damage at all. And the knight tanks that. The bats actually, two of the bats actually reaches the tower. And he has to place Ice Spirit. And that's not something you want to do. That's one elixir you rather just keep. And we see a fireball cycle. And here comes the miner. And the bandit cleans that up. I think he sapped there, and I don't think he should have sapped there. That would have died without making any damage at all. So even if it was just to cycle the sap, which I don't think it was, you should just sap the tower if so. Oh, and here we have a Mega Knight. So we see the Mega Knight balloon deck again. Is this a thing? Haven't seen it before. Good sap there. And we have a dash in. And that is gonna be some damage, I would think. Because he probably can't deal with the balloon. No, he can. Got enough elixir for the tower. And now we see a very aggressive Mega Knight being placed. Usually you see those placed on defense and then you counterattack with them. But this one was just flat out. That fireball on D, which is gonna win him the game eventually. Just gonna take it a while. And we see the bats reaching. Yeah. And the Mega... No, an Eve is played. And can he defend this? Ah, the knight intercepts perfectly. Is it enough? Yes, it is. And now he's just cycling the fireball. Oh no, the tower was misplaced. It should have been placed lower. He still would probably have lost though, so not any minor damage. Major damage. Sirish lost versus Shrek. I guess it's 2-0. Oh yeah, it is indeed. So, we have a final. And it's gonna be Baguette, or however you pronounce his name, versus Shrek, which is easier to pronounce for me. Yay. Alright. They've both looked impressive so far. Shrek perhaps more so, since he hasn't lost a single round yet. It's been 2-0 all the way through. Bagat lost one round in the semis. So we'll see how this turns out. I haven't seen either of them in any of our previous ones. So it's gonna be a new winner. Let's see what they have. We see bats. We see a lot of bats these days. And that looks like a Pekka hog deck. And I guess Shrek displaying minor poison. Nope, he's not. He's playing an Expo. Expo is not gonna do anything though because the mini Pekka reaches. So it's the mini Pekka instead of the hog Pekka. I like that version of the deck, the Princess mini Pekka. Wish we would see more of that. So I don't know what he thought he would place with the log. He should have known that the Inferno Tower was in rotation. So I guess he hoped he was placing Ice Spirit and Skeleton instead. So what should have been a positive trade for him with the tower costing one more than the hog, it actually became a negative trade for him. And the Ice Spirit doesn't clip the bats enough, so that's gonna be substantial damage. But it's not safe for the hog deck by any means. One missed expo and it will be game. Yeah, that was handled beautifully. See if he opts to log the princess. And the rocket takes out that. Not gonna do anything. And now he won't have enough to defend, I think. Nope. That looks like a loss. Needs a little bit more damage. Yes. Not quite enough yet, but it's getting there. And there we see the rocket on the expo again. He just needs one hit here. Now I can just rocket and log it. So even if he plays an expo, he would just ignore it. Doesn't even need a log. I can't count for some reason. Alright. So Shrek loses his first round for the tournament. Let's see if Shrek can come back and what he opts to play. Oh yeah, he really switched tactic. He went to a heavy deck, and oh no, oh no. Yeah, he saved that. I thought he just misplaced it first, but he had a follow-up to it. Still gonna eat damage though. Nope, he's not. That was actually ended up being better defended than I anticipated. That was my misguided reaction. So he actually is ahead in damage. I didn't actually keep track of the elixir. Oh, the fireball there probably wasn't ideally placed. Eats some damage. I always think it's a pretty hard matchup. At least it is for me when I play against Lovelin with the Hog Pekka. We'll see if he does it any better. By the looks of it, yes, so far. Let's see if we can intercept that. No, we can't. That's gonna be a tower. Though if he managed to push through here and take a tower as well, he should be ahead. Because he has actually done damage to the other tower. No, that puts a stop to that. He's doing some damage, but that log's there. Yes, needs to be able to place the balloon as well. Let's see if he can defend here. Yeah, it's gonna eat some damage, but it's probably gonna be fine. And he can kill that with a fireball. But that's an investment of 4 elixir on that side there, so probably not gonna do that right away. Ooh, that's a very aggressive balloon. He still needs to fireball the tower, so he's gonna be 4 elixir behind from that. Yeah, I thought he would play the Firewall instead of the balloon. The balloon there was not a good investment at all. He eats quite a bit of damage here. We still haven't seen the last spell. And that now it doesn't matter which spell it is, you can just kill it. And that's it. Shrek loses the finals 0-2. As well played by Bagat, whom I have to make an inquiry how you pronounce his name. So that's it for us today. We'll be back on Saturday with 2 events. One round robin tournament exclusively for underlings, and the Underworld Weekly tournament. So until then, keep clashing.